Aquarius, if something feels unstable or outside of your comfort zone, this message is for you. Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to your May monthly tarot reading. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, take a quick second to click that subscribe button. It's free, and you'll never miss your spiritual guidance. This month begins very grounded, strategic, confident. Then something unexpected shakes the energy, and while it may feel disruptive at first, it's actually redirecting you somewhere better. Stick around, my friends, and we'll see what the universe wants you to know. They're beautiful Aquarius souls. Welcome to your general intuitive tarot reading for the month of May. Remember to only take what resonates. I've already asked for blessings for the reading, so let's get the cards out and then we can connect to the messages. All right, Aquarius, your main messages or your main cards for the month of May are the King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands. So let's start with the theme of your month. The Knight of Wands is a period of high energy, okay? It is a period of being more passionate in terms of the action that you're taking, and sometimes it's about rapid movement. So I feel like for you, this Knight of Wands is like a shot of espresso. Okay, and a shot of espresso for your goals. Let's put it that way. I feel like, boom, all of a sudden now there's this desire, a sudden desire, a sudden urge to change and dive into your projects. For some of you, it's an urge to get out of your comfort zone and try something new. All right. But it's definitely feeling really good, right? It's an urge to embrace some kind of adventure, maybe to embrace an adventure physically as well. So it could be that you want to get out and you want to travel, you want to go somewhere, you want to go to a country you've never been to before. Okay, something a little bit more exotic, maybe you want to get away for your annual leave. I feel like there's definitely an urge, though, all of a sudden to want to maybe take some calculated risks, charge ahead, and be confident. Okay. This card also is a reminder that, true growth and transformation come from stepping outside of the comfort zone, but feeling like that although I don't feel it's like truly outside of your comfort zone. Okay. It just feels like some discomfort, okay, for you. It doesn't feel like it's so far outside of your comfort zone, whatever it is that you want to do, that if it's so far out, you're going, I'm not going to go there. But I feel like you you realize that it's just a tiny bit outside of your comfort zone. So that transformation can happen, that change, that desire, that sudden change, desire to do something will come upon you because of that. All right. So you have the King of Wands in the first week. It is clarified by the High Priestess and the World card. I mean, you have two major arcana there that are clarifying this King of Pentacles. Grounded energy, my friends. The King of Pentacles for me oftentimes is a card that speaks to financial stability. It's a card that speaks to someone who is good with money. It speaks to somebody who has a master plan about making money. Somebody who is a good business person. Somebody who says, okay, my plan is to put this into place and that into place, and this is going to bring me money, and then I'm going to take the money from that and I'm going to reinvest it in this thing and that thing and the other thing. All right. So somebody who's planning their long-term security, somebody who is a good leader and has this maturity. All right. So for some of you, that could be you're focused on your work, your business, your side businesses, your finances, you're building something solid. But I feel for some of you out there, this has to do with your reputation as well. Okay. Your reputation gets a boost in the first week of the month. All right. Now, the High Priestess says, underneath it all, there's a quiet knowing, okay? Your gut will never steer you wrong. You know that, right? So you are listening to it in order to understand how to make these moves, right? How to make these changes, how to bust a move, as I want to say, in terms of, building that something solid, okay? I feel like you're not really broadcasting your plans though. And I think that's an okay thing in this month, all right? So I feel like you're moving more strategically, right? And your intuition is sort of taking you to that next level. Now, the World card says there's completion there and there's success. So this could be a chance to really grab the spotlight for some of you, okay, if that is what you are interested in. Now, for some of you, you might just grab the spotlight because you're the one who becomes that King of Pentacles, who's doing all the work, who is doing all the plans, and by nature, being this great leader, everybody's just going to follow you. All right. And they're all going to say, oh, okay, well, that person's taking the lead. Let me just follow Aquarius because they're kicking some butt and I'll jump on that train. All right. Now, in the second week, you have the Two of Pentacles. It's clarified by the Tower and the Six of Wands. So before you freak out, I don't feel it's a bad tower because you also have the Six of Wands. Six of Swords, I should say. Six of Swords there. Okay. So Two of Pentacles clarified by Tower and Six of Swords. And I feel like this is sort of where this Knight of Wands energy kind of kicks in full throttle, in that, Two of Pentacles is often a card of juggling. Okay, it's about juggling priorities. It's about trying to balance different things at the same time. You might be balancing your responsibilities, your finances, your emotional demands, your home, your family, your this, your that. Okay, and all on and on and on, and all the things you have in your life. So it feels like there might be a lot going on at home. Okay, this is where you might be getting out of your comfort zone. That's why I say this is where this kicks in more full throttle. Okay, now, for someone out there, I feel like you're doing some major renovations or you're doing some major cleaning. Okay. And that is, could be you're working on the decor or you're getting ready to have guests come over. So it's like you're doing all of this preparation and you're like taking everything back to ground with that tower, right? And sort of like cleaning it all up is what I'm feeling with that tower a little bit. All right. So, it could be a sudden realization with that tower that, oh my God, someone's coming to visit. So I need to do the renovations. I got to fix the roof, or, oh my gosh, the roof is leaking and that's a sudden unexpected surprise. You weren't expecting that to happen, or, you weren't, kind of just happens out of the blue and you need to act quickly to repair it or something of that nature. Okay. Now it feels like a very foundational change though in this busyness. All right. That's happening here for you. Okay. So for some of you, it could just be a change in work, could be a change in finances. Okay. But the key is this Six of Swords, right? The key here is you're moving toward calmer waters. Things are moving in the right direction. Yes, it might feel busy. Yes, it might feel a little chaotic, but it's okay because it's taking you toward your goals. So while this week might feel a little bit, let's call it disruptive, okay, it's actually redirecting you to someplace better or somewhere better, okay? This is the discomfort that I feel, okay? And that discomfort is what's going to create growth. Get into the third week, you have the Three of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Lover's card. So more of an emotional week here, okay? Three of Swords can represent some kind of disappointment. Sometimes it's a bit more heavy and it's a heartbreak or it's some kind of emotional pain. Whatever it is for you, heartbreak, disappointment, pain, it is temporary. Okay? And since it's being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers, it feels like it's tied to something significant in terms of the family or in terms of a commitment you've made or in terms of a partnership it could be, and that can be any partnership. It does not have to be only a love partnership, all right? Feels like there is a little bit of discomfort there as well. So I feel perhaps for somebody out there might be a couple of, I don't know, little dramas going on. Maybe some family feuds might break out. Okay. Arguments could, be a part of that. All right. So, if there's an argument, don't turn it into a grudge match. Okay. And if there are those things happening around you and it is not you, then you might have to play the referee. Okay. So this, you know, I feel like for somebody, if this is your case, I feel like you're going to want to go and spend some time at work. All right. And spend more time at the office or whatever to avoid the family situation, or if vice versa. If it's at work, you're going to want to just get in there and do your work and then go home. All right. So I feel like there's really there's a little bit of something going on there and you're trying to avoid it. I would just say if it is really at home and you are spending time at work to try and avoid it, don't totally take your eye off of those, I don't want to call them shenanigans that are happening on the home front, okay? So for others of you, this is maybe just a difficult conversation you need to have with somebody. Maybe there's some misunderstandings and you have to clear that up, okay? One thing is for sure, I don't feel you're at a loss for words to be able to resolve it. Okay? Your words land in the right direction, in the right way, and at the right time. Okay? Now, if something is cracking up here a little bit, okay, then I'm going to tell you it wasn't fully built on full truth. All right? So if it is a love issue, like with a love love partner, and it's about home, then I just say that it wasn't fully built on something that was truthful to begin with. Okay. In the final week of the month, you have the Seven of Wands. It is clarified by the Seven of Wands, so a doubling down of the message there, and the Two of Wands. So a lot of wand energy there. Definitely the double seven wands there is a defensive energy. Okay, so you are protecting your position. Maybe you're holding some boundaries or setting some. You're definitely not backing down from something. So this could feel like it's a test, or you may are being tested. Okay, but it's something like a challenge there or a pressure there. Okay, and you're standing firm. You're not moving. You are not budging. All right. The Two of Wands is about your future planning. So you're choosing a new direction or choosing some kind of expansion that you want to explore. Haven't maybe taken the steps yet in that direction, but looking to explore it. So this is sort of a powerful week here in that the fact that you are not shrinking. Okay. You're definitely, Aquarius, stepping into new territory here. I'd say by the end of the month, you know exactly where you stand and where you're going. Okay. I'm going to pull for you now some messages from your future higher self. Let's see what Aquarius's future higher self wants to tell Aquarius for the month of May. Okay, your messages are out. Give me a second. Two of them fall on the floor here. Okay. Okay, the first message says, there's more to know than what you currently know. Interesting. The second says, don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. And the third one says, do not give up because something did not work out right away. Three very nice messages for you from your future higher self, dear Aquarius, and a great way to end your reading. I hope something resonates. Don't forget to like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate your subscribes. It does help me, and I would truly appreciate your support of the channel. And I'll see you again very soon. Until then, I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.